Hello, it's me. I'm back with another movie review. You're probably wondering, why am I dressed up so nicely? With my Creature Commando shirt and my red jacket on. Well, it's because I'm reviewing a very special movie. Because it probably would be one of my top 10 of all time. Which will eventually, compile probably into a compilation of my top 10 movies or top 5 movies of all time. Now, way to guess. What do you think the franchise of this movie might be? I'll give you a couple seconds. Maybe use some context clues. Yeah, so it's a DC movie, but it's kind of like the Deadpool and Wolverine of DC, where it's not only DC, but it's DC. And that movie is Joker. Wrong one. My top 10? No, we're going to be talking about this Joker. This one right here. I don't actually have the case with me right now because I lost it, which you think I won it because it's my favorite. We'll go into a deep breakdown of the movie, and then at the end I'll talk about why I like it. So let's start off. We have our main character, Arthur Fleck, a.k.a. that guy over there. And he is this guy who has a condition where he constantly keeps laughing, and he can't help it. So he's like going through life, and he keeps like, and everybody's like, whoa, bro, bit of a weirdo. And he's like, I know, it's like I have this condition, like, leave me alone. And he lives with his mom in an apartment, and he starts like living his life, and he's writing in this journal a bunch of stuff that's kind of concerning to his therapist. But, that doesn't matter till later. Right now, the big thing, he sees this girl. Scary, I know. And this girl, he sees it, he starts to, like, fall in love with her. But the weird thing is it's all in his head. Get it? Get it? It's all in his head, right? He's making up their relationship together. He's making up that they went on dates, that, they went to a thing together, that she was laughing with him, and, not at him, and that she was even present during all this stuff. So he starts to go, like, a little, like, too much into this. But before we get into all that, Arthur's a job, and he's a street clown. And if you're wondering what a street clown is, basically, he is dressed up in clown makeup and a clown outfit, and he spins signs. So, you see this guy spinning signs outside of a building. So he gets jumped by a couple of goons, I guess you could say. Sorry, my head's really itchy. He gets jumped by a couple of goons. They beat him up, and title card. Gotta love that classic old title card. Movie starts, and it shows Arthur basically, at his job, living his life. And we meet his, like, two best friends. Now, one of them is Mr. Puddles, Gary Puddles. He's just a short guy. That's the whole joke. He's just a short guy. The other guy, we have, I'm pretty sure his name is Randy. He's just a big guy. That's the whole joke. He's a big guy. So Randy, now I'm sorry if I get any of the things in this movie mixed up timeline-wise. I haven't watched it in a good bit. But Randy, he gives Arthur this is going to be a very bad decision. He gives Arthur a but that doesn't come into place yet. We go back to the apartment, and again, he's living with his mom, and, he's doing what he does, best. And then, this is when I'm probably going to get a lot of the stuff mixed up. So, bear with me. He gets a gig to go to a kid's, hospital, right? And he's doing the dance. He's, if you're happy and you know it, to stomp your feet. And when he stomps his feet, the drops out of his pocket. Now, I don't know if you're sensing what could be bad about that. Kids' hospital. You know what I'm saying? So he gets fired from his job. And he's really sad, that he got fired. Obviously, he has no way to make money now. And he's really depressed. And he's sad. And he's writing all these notes. And he stumbles into his girlfriend, not his girlfriend, into her apartment. And he's just kind of sitting there, and she gets freaked out. So she's like saying, like, yo, Why are you in my space right now? He leaves, and that is the end of that relationship. But before that, because yet again, I'm getting all my timeline mixed up, Arthur goes to this comedy club to perform. So he has his little journal, and he's reading the jokes off, but he sucks. And everybody's laughing at him and not laughing with him. And then he starts laughing in front of the entire crowd because he can't control it, and it's really an uncomfortable scene. It makes you feel bad for him. You know, and it's just sad to see a guy, like, slowly breaking down. And then, again, I'm going to get a lot of this mixed up because I don't remember this movie one for one, because unlike Whiplash, I hadn't just watched this. I probably watched it about 2 to 3 months ago, but I have it about as fresh in my mind as you can, you know, as you want. So, you know, after all that starts happening, he kind of gets, this is when the Joker era starts, alright? I believe, if I'm not missing anything. Again, I'm really sorry if I'm not getting this correctly, but the main thing, you're watching this for the review, you're not watching this for the, like, the play-by-play. You're watching this for the review at the end, right? I know you are. You're not watching this to see me go through the movie. You're watching this for the end of it. But I'm trying to hit that 10-minute time right down there. 10-minute time. And, you know, while you're down there looking at the time, you should hit that subscribe button and like the video. And if the comments aren't turned off, maybe comment the trolley emoji or the tram emoji. You get the point. Anyway, so, you know, Arthur, he's getting this Joker era. He goes to this bathroom and he starts doing his little dances in the bathroom, and it's really a creepy, unsettling scene. But then, the Arthur Fleck, he gets invited on his favorite show, which is the Murray show. He calls him Murray. The Murray Show. Not Bill Murray. I want to keep calling him Bill Murray, but the Murray Show. And it's like they invite a bunch of comedians and actors on. It's like a late night talk show. So imagine Jimmy Fallon, but Joker. So Arthur Fleck, he goes on the show as Joker. And while he's in the room, like the waiting room, he goes, "When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?" Oh, man, that scene is so good. It's like, I was gonna give it like a really weird, like, Penguin Z0 analogy, but you know what? No. So he gets on stage, and he does a little jig, a little dance, and he's like, "So what's your name?" Not Bill Murray. Murray asks him, like, "Oh, what's your name? What do you do? Blah, blah, blah." But, you know, Joker, he's really controversial, because he did a lot of bad stuff that I forgot to mention until just right now. He killed 3 guys with the that Randy gave him. Like, bang, bang, bang. On a subway. At night. In Joker makeup. And then he openly admits it to an entire crowd of people. But also, he killed that big guy Randy I was talking about. The big Randy. Just Randy. Just big Randy. Nothing else. Just big Randy. Right in front of Gary Puddles. This is important for the second movie, which I won't review, probably, unless I decide to. Anyway, you know, he's going, and he's on the show, and he's like, "You know, I killed those 3 guys out of cold blood, because they made fun of me. They deserved it." You know, Murray didn't like this so much. He starts arguing back and forth with the Joker, and then we get the iconic scene. Have you ever... Do you know what it's like out there, Murray? Everybody just yells and screams at each other. Nobody's civil anymore. Have you ever... Do you know what it feels? Have you ever felt what it feels like to be the other guy? And then he says the other stuff I just said, you know, in the other line. And then he goes, you know, not everyone is awful, you know, and then, you know, the classic thing, he goes, "You're awful, Murray." And then he goes, you know, "You get what you deserve." Ba-bang! Murray's dead. Ba-ba-ba! Yay! But because of him saying, you get what you deserve, bang, this causes a riot. So he's really happy, because he goes out in the streets, and everybody's like, oh yeah, he just killed this guy, and he was really inspirational, and he looks like a clown. So people are throwing trash cans and throwing trash, and he's getting arrested. He gets out of the police car, because he got in an accident. So now he's covered in blood. Bruce Wayne's parents die. Like, you know, that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and that symbol, and that guy. His parents die by a guy that's influenced by the Joker riot. I don't even know how to explain how the first time I watched that scene, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So, you know, Bruce Wayne's parents are dead. He's going to become Batman. I can't wait to see Batman in the second movie. And then, you know, he stands on top of a car, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm the jokester, woohoo! And then it ends, with him in a psychology room singing That's Life, like a sociopath, or a psychopath, or a fork in a wow! Or fork in the road path. And I'm pretty sure he kills the psychologist, psychiatrist, optometrist person, and he walks away singing the song in a straitjacket. And that's the movie. That's also life. Pretty sad. I know. You were expecting, you know, a good review, but I don't remember that movie that much. But let's get into the actual review here. This movie was pretty gosh darn good. I'd say, rating-wise, I'd give it an 84% out of 100%. I give it a 7.6 out of 10 and a 4.2 out of 5 stars. Do I recommend you watch this movie? Yes. Do I recommend you watch the second one? You're going to have to wait for a review for that. Click here if you want to watch another video by me. Click here if you want to subscribe. And, you know, that's life. As funny as it may seem.